How you doing, everybody? My name is Brandon Duchier Craven, and this is yet another random review right here on the Rollin' Wrestling Review YouTube channel. This episode is going to focus on episode number 3 of the Batman Telltale series. This one is called New World Order. And no, we're not talking about the wrestling group that tore through the WCW in the 1990s. We're talking about a whole nother threat for the Batman. First, we're going to take a look at the story. The story for episode 3, to me, was probably one of the best of the series so far. The story had me on the edge of my seat the entire time, and depending on your actions from episode 1 and 2, you could have a whole nother villain in this episode that is starting to take shape. Not to break any spoilers for that villain, but I thought he was very, very well done. I will say he is male, and it was very, very well done. I will say this, he does have a split personality, and I thought that was very well done in this episode too. And also there was a little bit of romance in my episode, I guess, considering the stuff I did in episode 1 and 2, between Selina Kyle and Batman. That is a minor spoiler, but for those of y'all that read the comics, you know that Selina Kyle, Catwoman, and Batman do get together at some point. But anyways, that was very, very well done as well. And the whole episode, the whole story for this episode just had me on the edge of my seat the entire time. I didn't know what was going to happen by the end of the episode. And my ending was phenomenal. My ending was absolutely phenomenal. It was a huge twist and a huge plot point heading forward. I don't know what y'all's were, but man, mine made my jaw hit the floor. But overall, fantastic story, fantastic storyline for this one. But now let's focus on the gameplay for this. The gameplay for episode 3, New World Order, is largely the same as 1 and 2. The thing I thought made a return to this episode was the crime scene linking. What I mean by crime scene linking is, if you've ever played Batman Arkham Origins, kind of the same thing. You take one object and you try to link it to another object to recreate the crime scene that you're at before it all went to heck. So that, to me, I don't think it was in episode 2, and in episode 3 it made a return, and it was absolutely fantastically done in this episode. Just overall, really, really well done, and I like the fact that you can actually do that, and it just made the story so much better. Now let's take a look at the voice cast. The voice cast for episode 3 is largely the same as episodes 1 and 2. Troy Baker returns as Batman / Bruce Wayne. Laura Bailey returns as Selina Kyle / Catwoman, who in my opinion had one of the largest dialogues other than Troy Baker, which was really, really well done. Also, somebody else who really had a lot of dialogue in this one was Travis Willingham as Harvey Dent, and Jason Spizak as Oswald Cobblepot. He had a huge part in this story, so that was really, really good as well. So the whole voice cast is, like I said, largely the same, but with more emphasis to me on the supporting cast of I say heroes and villains, but on the supporting cast of friends and villains. So very, very well done again with the voice cast. Now let's take a look at my final thoughts. My final thoughts for this episode of the Batman Telltale series was very, very well done. This was probably one of my favorite episodes of the series so far, and it just had a lot of twists and turns depending on the actions you took in episodes 1 and 2. And man, I cannot wait for episode 4 to come out in November. It is going to be fantastic, I feel like. I honestly thought I made good choices in episode 1 and 2, but according to episode 3, I didn't. So, we'll see what happens in episode 4, but I hope you guys enjoyed episode number 3 of the Batman Telltale series reviews, which is ironically their episode 3. But anyways, I hope you guys really enjoyed it. My name is Brandon Two Chair Craven. Thank you guys so much for watching, And stay tuned coming up next month for episode number 4. But as always, check out these videos when they drop. If you're not subscribed, subscribe so you'll know when these episodes drop. My name is Brandon Duchair Craven. God bless you. I will see y'all next time right here on the Rollin' Wrestling Review YouTube channel. See ya!